Welcome back to the lunch table, food for thought. I'm Nico Blitz. Make sure you hit that subscribe button at the bottom left-hand corner. If you don't want to see my face, check us out on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio app, and also Spotify, man. My next guest, I want to give a huge shout-out to DUMfounded and Rex Dizzy for putting me on. I was at the 88 Rising Festival a couple weeks ago, and I had asked them both, like, yo, who's somebody out of, like, KTown who needs some light on them, who's super poppin'? And they both said my next guest, who has this project out called Swimbot. And his song went stupid on TikTok. It's called Did I Motherfucking Stutter? Swimcoach, what's poppin', man?
Hello, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
I'm doing great, man.
Good.
You know, when they first said your name Swimcoach, I kept on looking at them like that's a really dude's name. And I kept on thinking to myself, like, wait, is he a swim coach turned rapper, or a rapper who just so happened to pick the name Swimcoach?
Yeah, I just picked the name. I just decided to go with the name because so pretty much swim stands for someone who is in me. And then, like,
wow.
Yeah. And then we're like, hey, we're the swim team. And then I was like, at first I was like, all right, I'm the swim captain. And then that sounded hella lame. So I was like, all right, you know what, we're going to go with the coach. So,
yeah.
Coach.
Dude, there you go, man. So, do you know how to swim? Have you ever been like a swim coach at all? Like, no?
Never.
Okay.
I can swim, though.
You can swim.
Yeah, I got long-ass arms.
See, I can't swim, bro. Like, I think the long-ass arms and the long-ass legs, that benefits you a lot more than it does most people.
Yeah, pretty much.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
Jesus Christ,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, pretty tall.
You play basketball?
I play baseball.
You play baseball, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you can swim, and you have played baseball in the past before. Now you're a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think a couple years ago, DUMfounded had, like, the swim team cypher or something. Did you have, like, anything to do with that?
No. This was, like, out of coincidence, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we just picked the swim team name because, like, swim was from a drug forum. Like, that's how you use that name as an alias to, like, not guilt yourself, I guess. So, like, the feds can't be like, oh, you admitted online that you took this drug. So, like, you would say, like, swim took this thing, swim took that. It's like, you know how, like, they're, like, drug forums and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just to, like, keep your, like, name tucked. So it's just, like, a code name.
Oh, okay, to kind of, like, incognito yourself.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
anybody could really use that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
So you said swim actually stands for something...
Someone who is in me.
Someone who is in me. Like, why did you decide to go with, like, that?
Well, like, so, like, you could also apply that to, like, the drugs and stuff like that, but, like, the way we apply it to is, like, just, like, the way how we want to, like, kind of show ourselves, you know, like, me as a rapper is kind of like a mask, you know, it's like a persona that I'm, like, showing out there, so, like, it's essentially, like, a more complex way of saying, like, fake it till you make it, pretty much, you know, but, like, you're still being yourself by being who you want to be, you know.
That's true, because I feel like there's parts of us that we kind of highlight more than other parts during particular times in our lives.
Yeah.
So I totally get what you mean. But then, you know, to take that to the extreme, you get the antics like Tekashi 6ix9ine and all that, and that's when shit just gets, like, way too out of hand.
Yeah. That's an extreme. He took that concept to the fucking stars, but
100%. But, you know, I'm watching your music videos, bro, and they're funny, but they're fucking so on point.
Thank you. Which one?
So I saw the one, and then I think the other one was more of like a mellow R&B track. I literally just showed it to my homie. Give You More.
Oh yeah, I filmed that on an iPhone.
Give You More?
Mm-hmm.
How? Wait.
I just literally was like this.
Yo, that's so funny.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, maybe like some old school anime that I remember watching from, like, a distance, but it just reminds me of like some really just dope Asian shit that you only see in, like, Asian films.
Thank you. I mean, like, the idea of that was I was trying to take it, like, old school R&B and, like, have, like, silk clothing and shit on a cliff, and just, like, the wind's, like, blowing my shirt, like,
yeah
with like a do-rag, but, like, I didn't have the budget for that, so I was like, I just bought a thrift store, like, a shirt from a thrift store, like a silk shirt, and they made it happen.
I think the funniest part of that entire video, because you're talking about, like, how all you want is, like, to get some head, right? But at the end of the video, you get, like, a big ass, like You get like this big ass tree trunk, and then you're just trying to like stick it into a rock with a hole in it. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Was that like? Did you know you were gonna have that scene, or was it
No,
kind of
that
just
was-
on accident?
Well, I just found a hole, and then we found a couple rocks and made a face out of it. And
Yo,
everything was
that's so
improv.
funny.
Yeah, everything was improv.
So what about for the music video?
Oh, for that one.
Did I motherfucking stutter?
Yeah. I went to I drove to San Jose for that one, and then.
Oh wow.
I shot that in like a small corner. It was like a green screen corner. So like every character in there was a separate take. And there was like, we had to do like 2 days, like 8 hours of sessions.
What the hell?
Yeah, she was hectic.
That's crazy because yeah, because in the video there's like multiple versions of just like of you and also like the characters in there.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself like, okay, there's obviously a green screen, but it's like how exactly did you guys get to it? So it wasn't necessarily like super crazy editing. You just had to like film it like several times and kind of mash it together.
I think, well, I didn't edit it. I had someone else edit it.
Okay.
But they did that shit was like, they said it was like almost 20 hours of editing because they had to plug every character into place, and like even the backgrounds, we didn't use any background shots. That was all green screen. And then they like went by themselves. They went to the like the prison cells and shit like that, and they kind of scanned it themselves. And then like matched everything on top. It was like a puzzle. It was fucking crazy.
So then what was your first reaction when you got the music video? Because that's probably nothing that you ever imagined it would be.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I thought it was kind of corny. I really thought it was kind of corny. But like people were like, yo, this is fucking crazy. So I'm like, all right, it's cool. But like, it's just like something that I didn't have creative control over. But
Gotcha.
People fuck with it. So I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, man, it's the balance. You didn't have creative control, but then the shit ended up popping off. Yeah. So when you were making that song, right? Like, what brought you to that mindset? Like, did you even know that song was gonna pop off on TikTok or anything?
Not TikTok, but I kind of expected something to happen because like the first like 15 seconds of the song, that was like first take freestyle. Like did I motherfucking stutter? And then I just finished the song after that. But like I showed it to my friends on like Walmart parking lot, and they're like, dude, this is gonna pop. And I kind of, it was like, it just had that energy, you know? That,
yeah.
Like, you show someone the song, the title's wonky, you know? And then the first thing I say is literally the title, and then people are like, this is dope, you know?
Yeah.
So I just kind of felt like it was a good way to like push my music. Like, hey, I make music, and they're like, all right, what's the song that you're gonna show me if you had one track? And then that was the track.
And then they were just like fucking with it like crazy.
Yeah.
No, and it was going hard, man. Like I was literally just on my Instagram live like before you got here, and like in that pinned comment, I was like, you know, I got Swimcoach coming in, so everyone's like, you know, play a song. So I was playing that song, and everyone was fucking with it so tough, bro.
Hey, fire.
Yeah, shout out to Brown Boy Maj. He's really fucking with that song right now. So are you originally from KTown?
Yeah, born and raised.
Okay, what was it like for you growing up over there?
It was chill. Mostly, like me being in KTown was mostly like dietary, because like I spent a lot of times in Hollywood, like Burbank, because I played baseball. So like I took baseball seriously. So like I would never hang out with the neighborhood kids. I would always like be like on the baseball field practicing or something like that. Mm-hmm. So the only time I would kick it in K-Town is like if I'm eating. That's why I said dietary. Yeah.
That's why I was wondering what you meant by dietary. I'm like,
what the hell does that mean?
Well, yeah, like what the fuck do you mean by that? We doing like keto diet? Like what we doing?
No, but yeah, it's just like I spent most of my times in like the baseball fields, and then after I stopped playing baseball, I went to college, and then now that I graduated, now I'm like actually spending time in K-Town, like meeting people from K-Town and shit like that.
Yeah.
But all my friends kicked it in like Hollywood, North Hollywood.
Yeah.
Downtown, stuff like that. So,
I mean, why did you end up stop playing baseball? Because it sounds like you love baseball a lot, bro.
Yeah, I just blew my back out. Like, I just threw too hard, I guess.
Oh, you were a pitcher?
Yeah, I was a left-handed pitcher.
Oh, that's unfortunate, man.
Yeah, it's a waste. All my friends were like, that's wasteful.
Did it happen, like, did you blow your back out from just, like, one particular game, or was it kind of just, like, over time, then your back just started to give out?
So, like, when I was like a sophomore, I went to the UCLA showcase, and then the coach was like, all right, we need you to hit like 88 by the time you're a junior or like senior year. And then I just like, as a pitcher, you're supposed to like pitch in four like 4-day increments, or like you're supposed to have like breaks, so like your body has time to rest. But I threw every day, and then because I was desperate, and then I got up to 90, and then my back blew out.
That's crazy.
Like, yeah.
Do you regret it?
No, this is an easier job. Rapping's Rapping's an easier job.
That's hilarious. Where'd you end up going to college?
UC Davis.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Up north.
Yeah.
That's a really solid school.
Yeah, that's where I started rapping.
Really?
Yeah. So like, well, in Davis, there's nothing to do in Davis. Legit, it's just like houses and houses.
Well, that's why a lot of the people who I know ended up going to Davis. They would still just go back to the Bay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, why would you go to UC Davis just to come back to the Bay like every weekend? This shit made no sense.
The house parties, man. Because like the word gets around because there's nothing to do. So like people will create like fucking Facebook posts. Hey, there's a party here, and then that's how it happens.
And it was just something to do. So what, you found yourself like just going to random house parties throughout your college career?
Yeah, and I was like, yo, honestly, I think I could throw a show. And then like the first 5 SoundCloud tracks I made, I gutted the living room. I got stages. I stole pallets from like Safeway, stacked 4 of them, and then I made a stage. And then like I had like at least 100 people in my living room.
Wait, so you built a stage in your living room?
Yeah, like right here.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And you said like 100 people at a time watching your shit, and that was the first time. Was that your first show that you started doing?
Yeah, my very first show.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I was playing my music off TV speakers. That's how like impulsive this shit was.
Yo, hey, I commend the grind, man. That's some really dope shit.
Thank you.
You're over here like, I hope you were charging at the door like $1 at least, bro.
No, it was off. We had a taco trike, like a bicycle, like standing outside of our house because they saw so many people just like lounging around.
Oh, that's insane,
yeah, it was
bro.
insane.
And what was like the craziest like house party that you would? I mean, it sounds like the party that you threw of you just like setting up your stage was already crazy enough. But like, what was the craziest house party you've been to that wasn't like yours?
Not mine. Damn. I have a friend. His name's Dean, and it was like during Halloween.
Okay.
And then that one had like at least 200 people in there, and that was like, you know, when like X was getting big, like
yeah.
the "Look at Me" song, and like
yeah.
everyone was obsessed with being like, hey, yeah, shit like that. So like, we would just blast music, and then like, it was crazy. But like, we got like, they spent at least $1,000 on Costco alcohol, and then like,
oh my
that shit was
God,
gutted,
dude.
like all done, and then the cops rolled up.
That shit was over.
Yeah.
All the underage people must have just ran out the shit so quick, bro.
Hell yeah, but that was probably like the other craziest party I went to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, you know, you creating a stage in your own apartment or, you know, your own place and performing in front of people. What was the reception like? Because I've never heard of that before. Somebody creating their own stage and like performing their own music in front of people.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it, to be honest. I just kind of did it. I kind of wanted just to like yell on top of a stage. So I was like, I'm going to do it. And then I did it like 3 more times after that.
Oh, fuck. I love your confidence, bro. It's like
you.
shooting through the roof.
Thank you.
So like, since you started rap in college, like what triggered you to like start it like so far into your life?
What do you mean?
Like you started at like what, 18, 19 years old?
19.
Like what made you want to start it then as opposed to like earlier?
I didn't have time.
I
didn't have time. Like my schedule for baseball would be I wake up at 5, go on a run, then go to school, then around 2 p.m. I didn't have a 6th period, so I'll go to my private lessons in like Glendale.
Yeah.
And I'll come home and then I would like do conditioning, and then it's like 9 by then, and then I gotta do homework, and then rinse and repeat, you know. So it was like I was trying to be like a D1 athlete and shit like that. So, but like I mean, I still have that work ethic, and I think that's what's helping me like kind of like run with this music thing.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I mean I'm listening to like the Swimbot project and I'm looking at it like, okay, I could definitely see where you're going with that.
Thank you.
And so you're applying that work ethic from baseball, applying it to like rap. Like, So I'm assuming you just had like hella time on your hands when it came to college and like actually creating music.
Yeah, dude, I had way too much time in college. So I was like, I gotta do something. I didn't take rap seriously like that, until like senior year. But
Of college.
Yeah, so like I would just like be making music randomly.
So what made you want to take it seriously then?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I started taking it seriously like last year. Like, I would just be dropping. Actually, when I started putting music on Spotify, that was like my real portfolio where I could like show my music. But like SoundCloud, I didn't take it seriously.
Yeah.
I didn't like care about the details. I would just post it, and then like it would get like 15 plays. And I'm like, fire, dude!
Yeah.
I got 15, and then like, yeah, that's how it all started. I mean, like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna take it seriously. It's just like I had a band of people that were also doing it, so like I'm gonna just do it because it's a hobby and it's an easy hobby. Like it's not too time constraining and stuff like that. In terms of like just finding a beat online and then just like rapping to it. Yeah, so.
So then what about the beats for like Swimbot? Did you produce those yourself?
Nah, those were all YouTube beats.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, the YouTube for the stutter beat. The stutter beat was from like this 14-year-old kid from Brooklyn, and I bought it from him for $100.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then that shit blew up, and he's like, yo, can I get a bag? And I'm like, not really.
Like, no, I already bought the beat. What
Yeah.
you mean?
Also, when I first made it, I was like, yo, plug Playtest, like put it on, like repost it on your account because you have more followers than me. And he didn't answer. So I was like,
but then once he seen the song blow up, he was like, hey, like, you owe me. And
so
it's like, bruh.
Where's the same energy at, dog?
Yeah, for real, bruh. Shout out to that producer. He helped make a fucking classic for Swimcoach, man.
Uh-huh.
So, I was wondering, like, how did you and DUMfounded and Rex Dizzy, how did you all meet? Or how did you meet them?
Oh, I met Rex Dizzy at a listening party of Josh Pan. You know Josh
Okay,
Pan?
yeah.
So like I met him first there, and then we were kind of just like, I think Rex showed me dumb stuff, and then I like officially met DUMfounded at 88. No, not 88. I had like lunch with him because like I was hanging out with another rapper I saw, and he's like, you want to get food? And I was like, sure. And I met him there, but it was like, we never like spent time together. It was just like a meet and greet type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys have lunch?
I don't know, like some random Korean spot. Yeah. I don't even know. So.
Yeah, man, he definitely spoke highly of you.
Damn.
Yeah, because, I mean, I think I'll tell you, like, I was literally at the back of the 88 Rising Festival, chopping it up with him, and then, he was just like, yeah, watch out for Swimcoach. How does that feel for you?
Feels good. I was definitely, like, listening to his shit when I was younger, too. Like,
yeah.
So, that's pretty crazy. Full circle, I guess.
Full circle, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's still probably early, but then, like, have you ever thought about, like, working with DUMfounded or Rex Dizzy on some new music?
I already have a track with Rec.
You know what? He showed me. He showed me the other day, and then I was just like, yeah, I definitely need this guy in.
It's a fire track.
It's really good, bro.
Me and Rec were in the car, and then I was like, what do you want to eat? He's like, I don't know. He's like, In-N-Out? And I was like, probably. And we're like, oh, probably.
Yeah, probably.
And then we're like, fuck it. We're just going to go into the studio and make a song about probably.
Probably, yeah.
And then we did it. Just cooked it out.
That's a really dope song, man. I don't know if you know, but it's actually on my laptop.
Damn.
Shout out to Rex Dizzy for lending me that song, bro.
I bug him every day. I'm like, drop it.
So is it his song or is it your song?
It's his song.
It's his song?
It's going on his album.
Okay, cool.
We don't know when that's coming out, but he should finish it, bro.
Right. So Swimcoach, what is your like recording process like? Like, what do you need before getting into a session?
I just need a beat, and then like I'll just be like I'll just spit random gibberish. Just like in terms of like a flow pattern. I'll be like babidoo ba ba da ba da ba da ba da, and then I'll record that. And then sometimes I'll puzzle it in, or sometimes I'll just freestyle. But most of the times I'd be writing. I like writing. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. And what's been like the most fun session for you thus far?
Probably with AO Beats. Yeah, I had a track called Runaway. That was really fun to make. But like before that, like the Swimbot, that was on me. I was in my attic, just like that was all by myself. So like I didn't really start making music with people like until like this year.
Oh, super recent, man.
Yeah, so like legit from like August to like last year when school ended, like that's where I started meeting and working with people. But everything else was done like by my house.
In your attic.
In my fucking attic, that shit is smaller than a vocal booth, dog. And I have a bed and
what the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah, but I make it happen, man.
Hey, man, that's the fucking work ethic, bro. Yeah. So, you know, I have this conversation on this podcast, especially when I have, like, Asian artists in here. You know, like, I found, like, a lot of good representation flowing through my veins once I interviewed, like, Stupid Young. And as of recently, I had, like, Rex Dizzy on here, Young Jay, this kid named Chow Mein from San Jose, you know, dope artist, too. And it's like, why do you think, like, right now we're seeing, like, this whole renaissance of Asian artists, like, making their way into rap?
It's the internet, man. Internet, you could be anyone you want, honestly. Like, I feel like, actually, yeah. I'm trying to think right now.
It's all good.
I'm trying to think. Why there's an influx? I feel like probably like 88 Rising and shit like that, but like the reason why I started was to get viral. Like, get viral and then grab the check, you know? But it changed since then. Like, now I'm more in tune with music and, like, but, like, I don't know. I guess, like, people were afraid back then. I don't know. But, like, I just kind of did it to say fuck it. But I think it's the SoundCloud wave where it kind of, like, showed that, like, you could rap as anyone, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, the first SoundCloud internet rapper was, like, probably, like, Lil B, right? And then it kind of upgraded. It kind of like transitioned to like OG Mako, Father, Isla McConan. That was like the second wave of SoundCloud rappers, and then the third wave was like Playboy Cardi, Lil Uzi, like the Freshman 16 or shit like that. So like the beats that they use, it's not like fucking like boom bap rap, you know?
Yeah.
And like it's more for like energy and entertainment, you know?
Yeah.
So like I feel like Asians could bring that to the table too. Like we could also bring boom bap stuff, but like I feel like that's kind of more for like the actual rappers and stuff like that. I don't know really.
No, I think I get what you're saying, and I think like, you know, talking to kids who are like 18, 19 years old, or even like my younger cousins who are like 14, 15, right? Like they just more so love to get entertained. And I remember when I was growing up, probably when I was maybe like 14, 15, like I would listen to like Lil Jon. You know what I mean? I would listen to a whole bunch of like Bay Area music that was just super entertaining. Then by the time I hit like 18, 19 was when I was like, oh shit, like J. Cole exists. And there's like a whole slew of just like conscious music that I could really get into. And that's when I really started to love like wordplay and like boom bap type music, because it was just a lot more insightful. And, you know, I will agree with you the fact that like the internet has just made it a lot more accessible for us to be a rapper, be a singer, be whatever we want, because we just see so many people doing it now, and it's kind of inspirational to be like, oh, well, shit, we could do it too.
I agree.
100%. Swimcoach. So Swimbot, you actually have a song in there called, it had everything to do with swimming, man. It was called, I need to look this up. I'm really surprised you don't swim. First and foremost. Or you don't swim as like a fucking...
I get too tan if I swim, man. I gotta hit the indoor pools.
You got this song called Backstroke.
Oh, yeah.
What was the inspiration behind that song?
I just had to do something swimming related. I felt like I kind of owed it to my fans. Like, you know, like kind of like a thematic, like a theme rap kind of stuff like that. So I was like, Backstroke sounds cool.
There we go.
I tried to do a dance for it, but I was like, nah, I'll let the internet figure that out.
Bro, you let TikTok like gravitate toward a song, and then that becomes your song.
Yeah.
So, Swimcoach, man, I'm gonna go through like a round of just like super quick questions, and you answer. All right?
For sure.
What's your favorite food, bro?
Burritos.
Burritos from where?
Anywhere.
Just any burrito?
Yeah. Honestly, I like gringo burritos better than like authentic Mexican burritos. Like California burritos, I don't know. It just hit different, bro.
You're like the Taco Bell motherfucker, huh?
Yeah, I'm the type that says El Pollo Loco is real Mexican food.
Oh my god, I don't know about you, bro. That's like me going to a Panda Express and be like, yeah, this is legitimate like Chinese food right here.
Hey, El Pollo Loco is fire though.
What's your favorite anime?
I like One Punch Man, like Mob Psycho. Oh. Something light, you know?
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. And I love One Punch Man just because like he doesn't take any of this shit seriously.
Mm-mm.
It's kind of like, honestly, it's kind of like how a lot of people are seeing rap. It's kind of like if we can do it and we can do it well, then fuck it.
Yeah, as long as it has an aesthetic to it and people could gravitate towards it, then fuck it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite baseball team?
Dodgers.
Mm-hmm. I felt like that was like an obvious question for me to ask.
Given,
but you know, I don't know, man. Sometimes people don't be fucking with their hometown team.
That's true, man. That is true.
Dream collaboration.
Shit.
Let's discount like Drake, Kendrick.
Like the big gods.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like Kanye or Cudi, but I guess that's out the picture. But like, I'd be down to do a track with like Isla McConan or like Young Lean.
Okay.
Or even like Frank Ocean, like he hits me up and he's like, "Yo, I just want to use you for your voice. I already have everything written for you." But you know how he has those weird transitions?
Yeah.
Like, there's kind of like a random vocal going on. I'm down for that too, you know.
So that means if Frank Ocean does end up going to Camp Flog Gnaw, we're probably gonna see you there.
I don't need to be there, bro. I don't care. I don't mind. Like he doesn't even have to credit me, bro. Like as long as I know.
You just know.
Yeah.
Hey
like,
man, I fuck with you for that, bro.
Thank you.
Do you have like any projects coming out, or are you just gonna keep on like dropping new music and seeing what sticks?
Honestly, right now I'm just cooking. I don't really have plans on dropping right now because people are just now finding my stuff like that. So I kind of want my music to like kind of like marinate with the people and stuff like that until they get kind of bored of it. Like my OG fans, they're kind of like they're just like drop, but I have like an influx of new fans, so like I gotta let them kind of get used to my sound first
before you could just keep on drop. Yeah,
but I'm cooking. I'm cooking every day, man. So like I know I'll have stuff to drop if people want me to drop. Yeah.
There we go, man. Well, hopefully, Swimcoach just dives deeper into this music industry.
Oh yeah.
You know, this is the lunch table, and where can everybody find you, Swimcoach?
On Instagram at I'm Swimcoach and Twitter. I think I'm Swimcoach also. Yeah, and SoundCloud, I'm Swimcoach. No, not I'm Swimcoach on SoundCloud. It's just Swimcoach.
Just Swimcoach. This is the lunch table, food for thought. I'm Nico Blitz, Swimcoach, and we are out, everybody. Yay!